Hi everyone, your PTE exam day is a very important moment. So here is a video that will discuss about different steps and different tips that will help you have a very smooth experience. So I request you to follow these simple steps and procedures so that you are gonna be a rock star when your exam results come out. So start making preparations when you are at home and one day earlier. Make sure that you have sorted your passport and you have placed it in a bag that you're going to take along with yourself. Some students keep preparing the exam till the last hour. I would highly suggest not to do that. Stop preparing your questions one day ahead. Give yourself some time to relax. Usually students have to travel long distances before reaching their exam center. Make sure you have identified all those routes that take you to the exam center. Plan your trip ahead, making sure that you have all necessary arrangements for reaching your test center. Now comes the day of exam. You have to make sure that you have slept well and you are full of energy. You have to make sure that you don't eat a lot on the day of exam before the exam. You're not going to take a heavy lunch or a breakfast because that can be a trouble. And if you have traveled a long distance on the very particular day, make sure to keep the reserves of energy high. You're going to have a cup of tea, a coffee, or a soda drink, or whatever that suits you to increase your energy level and sustain it. Before leaving for your exam, make sure that you have your passport with you and you are wearing comfortable clothes and you're also not wearing different jewelry and other items. For example, you are not wearing a smartwatch or you're not wearing Bluetooth headset because all those things will be removed before the exam. So it's better to avoid the hassle at the exam center. You should have them dropped at your home. So I would advise not to take all those things with you. You are making sure that you have reached the exam center at least 30 minutes before the exam. It will help you not to get anxious because latecomers first of all get anxious and it has a very bad impact on their exam. These 30 minutes will help you get settled, make yourself comfortable with the environment. Additionally, these 30 minutes will have you smooth ID checks and your interaction with the staff before entering the exam hall. At the exam center, you are requested to be responsible. You should always be polite and behave in a calm manner with the staff. Avoid any sort of argument with the staff members or even with anyone, because getting into an argument will only raise your anxiety and you'll get yourself into trouble, not because of others but because of your own self. Getting into an argument will make you lose your composure, and it's not at the moment that once the argument is over, it will still have an impact for almost half an hour on your exam. Follow the instructions by the staff members. Make sure that you're following every instruction by the staff members and you put your belongings in a locker. So when you enter the exam room, you have to make sure few things. Number one, that you have to make the adjustment of your chair accordingly, that is comfortable and that is not of any hindrance to your typing or any other thing. Then you are requested to make sure that to check your microphone and your headphone. Please make sure they are working properly, or you can request the staff members for the assistance. It is also advised to make fewer movements during the exam, especially the legs, because many of the wires, including those of your headphones, one for your keyboard or mouse, are usually near the leg. So if you hit any of that, and you will not be notified that you have having a lost connection, for example, for a microphone. And unfortunately, if your mic get hit, your audio won't be transferred to the computer. When you are attempting your exam, don't fret over mistakes. Mistakes are a part of the process. So unfortunately, if you made a small mistake and you kept thinking over your mistake, that is going to have a real impact. So avoid thinking about mistakes. Keep doing what you're doing. Always keep a track of the time, but at the same time, don't look frequently at the time, because frequently looking at time will only act as a distraction. So if ever your computer develops a problem, don't stop looking at the screen, because sometimes the computers recover and you will not have a chance to act accordingly. But if the problem persists, raise your hand. Someone will come inside the room to assist you. One more important thing: when the students gather in the exam center, they start asking each other about the exam strategies. That is not a time to adapt for anything. Rather, you should be trusting on whatever you have done, because last minute change could only be a devastating factor. So for such informative videos, keep watching, and you can share the video to someone who is going to attempt the exam in the near future. Arion training system also provides you trusted PTE exam preparation. Thank you so much.